We come back to Nigeria, we start behaving differently as if we are from different planets.
I was going to ask you, Your Excellency, about places like Gaidam, Babangida, where we still have pockets of Boko Haram attacks. You know, the other day they killed so many people, they attacked the village. What is being done to secure our people in those areas so that they don't go and become the IDPs in Niger again?
I had a meeting with Mr. President. I went and briefed him after the incident, and I have told him the closure of the border between Niger and Nigeria, of course, as there is this illicit transaction going on along the borders. So it's the transborder crime that, of course, the Boko Harams are now capitalizing on to infiltrate. Of course, they are infiltrating. You know, Boko Haram is not about Nigeria. It involves Nigeria, Niger, Chad, and some other Sahelian countries. So it is not about, you know, if you mistake Boko Haram for something in Borno and Yobe, you are mistaken. Because maybe you know next to nothing about Boko Haram. So all these Sahelian countries, from Mali, Burkina Faso, up to Niger, Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, we are all battling with this Boko Haram. The situation in Niger has actually created an illicit transborder transaction.
What kind of transaction?
Like smuggling, this smuggling cut across whatever it is, because it could be of food, it could be of drugs, it could be of weapons, it could be of so many things. So of course, that transborder crime has increased. So of course, infiltration sets in. So they infiltrated, of course, the community you mentioned around Gaidam, it's a border community between Niger and Nigeria. A river Yobe that passed through up to the Lake Chad basin. They are hibernating around Nigeria border. So once the border is closed, of course, they will try to look for so many ways, including even those you think they are good people. But that illicit transaction encourages people into doing so many things. So that was how they infiltrated and started hibernating around that area. But the president is on top of it. And I've told him our military, especially the military and the air, are doing their best actually to ensure that they don't allow them to establish any camp around that area. So that I'm pretty sure. And I had a meeting with the Chief of Air Staff, who is also doing his best. The killings that happened recently around the Nigeria border, which of course is part of Gaidam local government, it's as a result of this sort of collateral, let me put it, collateral damage, because the Good Samaritans there will pass information, of course, and of course the military will act. They acted. And when they acted, they came for vengeance. The Air Force and then the military are putting heads together to actually address some of these challenges that we are facing. Even the place they attack is far from Gaidam, is a border community.
Yes.
Yes, so where the Boko Haram happened to infiltrate.
Even Gaidam, they've attacked Gaidam in the past that our people had to run away.
Gaidam is a border town. Is a major town between Nigeria and Nigeria. Of course, you know, you cannot, there is this transborder trade, legitimate one our people are into, between Niger and Nigeria, of course, before the closure of the border. Of course, Gaidam is a very big town. Gaidam is a very huge market when it comes to business. So they attack Gaidam, of course, that has been addressed. But the recent one that you mentioned was as a result of infiltration arising from the closure of border between Nigeria and Niger. And of course, like I said, I was once with the Controller General of the Custom, and I briefed him, which of course he has